I hope all things are going well.
Oh, thanks, man. Same here. I always say good luck to us all. They're going. They're always kind of going. Yeah, there's some things going pretty well.
Can you tell me about your journey into film and how long have you been doing this?
Journey into film and how long I've been doing this. Yeah. I was always good at science at school, in particular, science and math. So I went straight into university after school and didn't think much about it beyond, I should, I felt I should go straight into university and I'll just do what I'm sort of good at, which was science and a bit of maths. And then I kind of ended up really slogging through a science degree, completing it, and then went overseas, sort of trying to get science related work, and then pretty quickly started to feel like, oh man, I don't know if I want to do this. Shit, what am I going to do? And I felt like coming back here, homesick, and I felt like coming back to New Zealand. I felt like doing more study, and it sort of hit me. I want to study something I'll be really into, ideally. I was like, what is that? What am I really into? And I was like, I'm really into movies, bit of a movie nerd, so maybe I can get into that. And I went back to the same university and did a 1-year diploma in film and TV studies, and the rest is history. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So you said David Lynch. What was some of your other favorite films?
So back then, if we're looking back, this is in the 90s when I started doing stuff. Tarantino was obviously a very seminal, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs as well. I remember a group of us watched Reservoir Dogs just on VHS. I don't think many of us, hardly any of us had seen it at the movies because it was such an unknown quantity. But yeah, anyway, we watched it on VHS and that was like, whoa, man, that's something, and we'd all be quoting it and riffing on it. And then, it was probably only a year later, Pulp Fiction came out after we'd seen Dogs, and this is like a whole nother level. Like, I think for most of us, it was just, wow. But then in terms of more genre, that's a genre film, I guess, but in terms of more genre stuff, because I was only sort of just starting to get into horror stuff, which has become my thing. A really seminal film for me was Jacob's Ladder.
Right.
In the early 90s.
With Robbins?
Tim Robbins, young Tim Robbins. And that, with a bunch of mates, one of our places, watching on VHS, and just kind of at the end, all 8 of us or whatever, just sort of going, whoa, wow, Yeah. So I guess probably that and Pulp Fiction. At that point, I probably hadn't really discovered Lynch until the late 90s, to be honest. But I think one of the first things I really saw of Lynch was Lost Highway, so that was like 97. Went to the movies in Hamilton to see it. So really before that, it was really probably early Tarantino, and Jacob's Ladder had a real impact, like that kind of psychological, how surreal you could get, sort of idea of a descent.
Did you see Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah. So I saw that in Wellington. I moved to Wellington in '99. That would have been one of the first films I saw up there. Actually, I remember that was another seminal period. So that was, I think, about a quarter way through year 2000. I remember seeing 3 films in a week, which, oh my God, they hit me so hard. And I know one of them was Requiem, and another one was Answer in the Dark.
Was that Lars von Trier?
Yeah, man. I remember coming home from that one in particular. I was like, I couldn't talk to anyone in my flat. I just went to set, put on some song, just kind of tried to. And there was another film, I can't remember what it was. I saw them all in like the space of a week, and I was like, Requiem for a Dream was a pretty amazing.
Is it Breaking the Waves?
Do you know what? I've never got around to watching Breaking the Waves.
Those are the 2 that I really want to see, but I haven't yet. The first Lars von Trier I saw was The Idiots.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
And then I saw 5 Obstructions, and I thought that was... Have you seen 5 Obstructions? No. It's where Lars von Trier breaks apart one of his favorite filmmakers' film, and he forces him to have an experiment where he recreates, but Lars von Trier is making the rules. And it's a really interesting film because it's kind of non-fiction, but it's combined with the films themselves.
Yeah. I should check that out.
Scorsese actually announced, or Lars von Trier announced, they both want to do 5 Obstructions too, but with Scorsese.
Ooh. Cool.
Yeah, but that was about 5 years ago it was announced, so I don't know if it's still happening, but that would be cool.
So I'm guessing the whole Dogma thing possibly largely came out of that 5 Obstructions.
I think Dogma 95 was before that. I think his first Dogma 95 film was The Idiots.
Yeah.
And him and that other guy, I can't remember who it was, created the rules and then became a thing. Do you know Olivier Assayas?
I think so.
He's French and he makes kind of similar to Lars von Trier, like aesthetically.
Okay, cool.
I saw Demon Lover and I was blown away.
I said to someone recently, I was talking to a horror filmmaker in the States, and I said, like I say, I always say good luck to us all. And I was like, we're kind of like sharks, right? We just have to keep, I think humans in general, the way, late stage capitalism anyway, we kind of are a little bit shark-like. But I feel like us filmmakers, you just got to keep navigating those waters and just you got to keep moving, keep going. Like, okay, you had a bite there, or someone had to go at you there, or the contact there, but might not lead to anything directly, or whatever. Gone quiet. Well, just keep going and find those right connections.